Soybean cyst nematode continues to be the #1 problem for soybean growers in Nebraska. SCN cost the state's soybean growers more than $45 million in 2012, more than all other soybean diseases combined. It can go undetected above ground and still cause yield losses between 20 and 30%. But there's a free way to see if you have the problem, courtesy of the Nebraska Soybean Board. UNL Extension plant pathologist Loren Giesler explains how you can sample for this problem as harvest continues in Nebraska's fields.
So as you continue that soybean harvest, one of the things that could be a problem in your field is soybean cyst nematode. If you're seeing pockets in the field where you have lower yields and you really have not identified a specific problem there or can't see any evidence of one of the other problems you may have or diseases, I would really encourage you to take a sample for cyst nematode. Even if you're seeing that field overall reducing in yield over the years and your corn yields are fine when you're in that field, that's a good indication that you could have this problem. Soybean cyst nematode is also a disease problem that we see in a lot of Nebraska fields, and we won't see any symptoms associated with that. So really a lot of times it's just reduced yield. So if we're looking at sampling a field for soybean cyst nematode, there's a few things to keep in mind. You can target those if you have a yield monitor and you have identified areas in the field in your map where you know you have lower yield. You can target those for sampling. You can target areas, field entryways. Anywhere soil moves into that field is going to be a key point for trying to identify if it's in the field or not, because that's how it gets there, is movement with soil coming into your field. So target those entryways, low spots, areas where water may run to, as the cyst would float in water, and move into those areas. So if you're doing this, then you're taking a soil probe or a shovel or something to get a soil sample out of there. We'd recommend about 20 to 25 soil cores, randomly selected from around the areas, some of those targeted areas we just mentioned. Taking those, I like to use just some sort of small bucket, an ice cream bucket, any kind of small pail works. Put those cores into the bucket, mix them up real well. Make sure you take advantage of that free soil sampling program that your checkoff dollars are funding through the Nebraska Soybean Board, and you can contact your local University of Nebraska-Lincoln Extension office, or you can contact our office directly to obtain some of those bags. Put that soil in the bag and then bring that in or send that in to the Plant and Pest Diagnostic Clinic, and the address for that is located on the bag.
Again, the cost of the sample is covered by the Nebraska Soybean Board. You can obtain sample analysis bags from your local county extension office.